It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning. Minnesota's 92 KQRS. It is Friday.
Jeez.
As Joe Elliott might have sung once upon a time. I'm very glad to be here.
Are you?
Oh, I've walked across the
You're sure
deserts.
selling
I've
it.
climbed the mountains. I've swum the oceans, and I'm back, baby. It is Friday morning. We got a lot going on today on the show. If I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. We're giving away Bert Kreischer tickets.
Hell yeah.
Maggie Faris is in studio.
Yeah.
We're talking to Sam Ekstrom about the Vikings.
Yeah.
Chauncey Gorman's on hand with his new Viking wear. Did you
Very
notice the new
snazzy.
collar?
No, I didn't see that. Sorry.
he's looking
well,
very
I always
good.
look at Chauncey's eyes.
Oh, look at you. Sucking up to the young lad. Let's get to it. I'm feeling Minnesota,
that.
ladies and gentlemen. How about some headlines, Paul Fletcher?
All right, roughly 1,400 University of Minnesota custodial, maintenance, food service, and sanitation workers went on strike this past Monday after rejecting the school's most recent offer, which included a 3% wage increase over the next year. Now, it potentially affects Farm Aid 40, which is scheduled for Huntington Bank Stadium on September 20th. Organizers said, quote, "Our artists, production team, and partners have made clear that they will not cross a picket line. They're looking at all options for hosting the event, which include moving venues, but also potentially canceling altogether."
That's a drag.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course they took that side. That's why Farm Aid is so cool.
That's
Sure.
well, and that's what they're here for.
That's exactly right.
Those are the people they're here to
That's
support.
exactly right.
Where the
So-
hell do they go if they move? There's a Twins game. I checked. Where the hell do they go if they move stadiums?
Yeah.
Put it in some guy's field.
Man, there's got to be a farmer out there who wants to be the new, what's his name? Max,
dude.
the
The
Woodstock
the
dude.
Woodstock guy.
Max. Who's the new Max? Let us know.
Yes.
All right.
Very good. Michael Lang. Wasn't that the guy?
No, he's the founder.
That's right. He's the
didn't
producer.
own the farm.
Right. The FBI released images yesterday of a person of interest in the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk earlier this week. A search for the unidentified suspect continues as of this writing. Officials say the shooter appeared to be college-aged with surveillance images showing a person in sunglasses, a baseball cap, and a long-sleeve shirt with an American flag graphic. Authorities also recovered a hunting rifle in a wooded area near Utah Valley University's campus, where Kirk was hosting an outdoor debate event. Police have not yet publicly identified a motive. On Wednesday, the bipartisan Miracle on Ice Congressional Gold Medal Act passed the U.S. Senate. The bill honors the 1980 U.S. Olympic men's hockey team with 3 congressional gold medals on the 45th anniversary of their historic 4-3 win over the Soviet Union. The team included 12 players and head coach Herb Brooks, all from Minnesota. The amended bill now goes to the House for another vote, then to the president's desk. The medals will be displayed in museums in Eveleth, that'd be the Hockey Hall of Fame, Colorado Springs, and Lake Placid, New York.
Wow, give me the name of that bill again. What is it?
That is the Miracle on Ice Congressional Gold Medal Act.
Moikguma.
Very,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
okay. That's
fancy.
it. Now I
Great
get
acronym.
it. Now I get it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Moikguma.
Moikguma.
Moiskuma, if you
Yep.
want a soft C. Moiskuma.
Moiskuma. That has a better ring to it.
You know what? That was actually, I get it now. When we beat the Russians, that's the Miracle on Ice. The team coach was Valeske Moiskuma.
That's right.
So we're mocking him.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
In your face.
Damn straight.
40 years later.
Yeah. The FAA is issuing a safety alert to airlines about lithium battery fire risks on planes.
Okay.
Yay! Lithium batteries are generally prohibited in checked luggage, but the FAA says they can pose a risk to passengers and crew members, even in carry-on baggage. The alert comes as the FAA has seen a spike in the number of safety events associated with batteries. Lithium batteries are found, of course, in cell phones, laptops, power banks, e-cigarettes, hearing aids, etc. So there you go.
This public service announcement brought to you by OPEC.
Yeah.
We hate batteries.
So now we're all going to end up raw dogging these flights?
I guess so.
That's the deal.
Holy
That's what it's
crap.
going to be.
You know what? Bring it on. Bring it on.
That would
you know
be
what?
great.
Get rid of the internet while we're at it.
You know, people might talk to each other on planes.
it's
That would be
crazy.
crazy. When it comes to music, there's really no such thing as best, but it's a ton of fun to debate anyway, right?
Sure.
With that said, Bob
course.
Dylan's "Like a Rolling Stone" has been named the best song in music history by statistician Heinrich Franzen. Like a Rolling Stone initially faced skepticism, but went on to become one of Bob Dylan's most beloved songs. It even hit number 2 on the U.S. Billboard charts.
Stats geeks have ruined sports, but they're going to fix music? Please. Get out of here, Heinrich. No, I've got a specific algorithmic formula to tell us which the songs are the best.
Yes.
And it's Bob Dylan's Likes This Rolling Stone.
Did Heinrich just say which the songs?
Yes, he
That
did.
was so good.
He doesn't have perfect English.
Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, The Beatles, A Day in the Life, Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, Chuck Berry, Johnny Be Good complete the top 5, just in case you were curious.
I'm just going to say for the record, those are all great songs. I mean, you can't take a thing away from any of those.
No, absolutely not.
Fair enough. Weird to see Falco's Rock Me Amadeus at number 6, though.
Well, that's
He's
a lie.
got a soft spot for the Austrian pop stars.
According to a new survey... According to a new survey, trusting AI with your health might be a bit of a gamble. You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
The survey found that 22% of Americans have followed medical advice from AI that was later proven incorrect. This is a big deal because many people look to AI first before going to a doctor with their health problems. And many also believe AI is more trustworthy than actual human medical professionals.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's what I've got. Like that sounds like insanity to me.
Listen, all my doctor is doing is Googling things, like when I'm there in the office with him. I think Doc Brown is great, but I was like, hey, man, I'm 40. Do I need a mammogram? And he's like, I don't know. Let me check my phone. And he Googles it.
Oh, come on.
Yes, that's true. And the answer was yes, I did need a mammogram. But yeah, that's what I pay him for, to be the filter between me and the Google. But still, that's what he's doing.
And all this time, I thought a mammogram was when you got a birthday greeting from an older lady. It's a mammogram. It's someone's birthday. You're my special Steven.
Ryder, correct me if I'm wrong, but there have been more rim shot jokes told this week by Steve Gorman maybe than ever.
Yeah, or maybe I just reworked where I have the rim shot play.
All right, whatever it takes.
Either way, I had to remove my glasses a bit ago and wipe the tears of laughter out of my eyes. So it's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
The Minnesota Lynx. Let's talk about Nefisha Collier for a minute, and let's talk about 90-50-40. That's the benchmark for shooters. Steph Curry is a man associated with that number numeric arrangement. This is what it means. 90. Here's what it is: 90% from the free throw line, 50% from the field generally, and 40% from the 3-point line. But on the WNBA side, only one player's ever done that for a season. That was Elena Delle Donne in 2019, and now Nefisha Collier is the second ever.
Very cool.
90-50-40.
Wow.
That's some basketball playing. This woman and Coach Cheryl Reeve, this is, by the way, on the heels of last night's domination over the Golden State Valkyries at the Target Center to finish the regular season. Head coach Cheryl Reeve said, we sat down before the season with Fee and said, let's see if you can't get a 90-50-40 going. It was a goal that she set.
Wow.
And she did it now. She's been the best player all season. She should be the MVP. But last night's victory, pretty important because now, after beating Golden State, what that means is that's who we will face first in the playoffs. If we'd lost last night, we would face Seattle, who's beaten us twice this year.
Ooh.
So, long story short, when they needed a win, as I mentioned the other day, they flipped a switch like everyone thinks they can, but usually can't, and they just blew them out of the gym. Playoffs start on Sunday. The Vikings, Justin Jefferson, his next catch will be number 500 for his career.
There we go.
He will tie Larry Fitzgerald Jr., Minneapolis native, as the youngest player in NFL history to reach the exact same, 26 years, 90 days. They'll be the exact same age when they caught their 500th pass. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts as hell.
It really is. And of course, JJ's like, you couldn't get me one more ball last Monday night?
Right.
Really? You couldn't get me one more? That happens.
5 full seasons. He still feels like a young player to me. You know, it doesn't feel like he's been in the league. I mean, he's a veteran, though, technically. It's crazy.
J.J. McCarthy had a pretty good week. A win on Monday night, and now apparently a baby. Go figure.
Not bad.
Left the team yesterday. His girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, in labor. The best tweet I saw was a picture of J.J. McCarthy holding Caleb Williams in a headlock, and it said, he's becoming a father for the second time this week.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
There we go.
That's really
Gophers are at Cal on Saturday night. Cal's not in the Big Ten. They're just doing this other power conference thing, a back and forth with Cal for a few years. 9:30 p.m. kickoff. Central Time.
Oh, damn.
Holy hell.
Make no mistake, it's a big deal when college teams play in opposite time zones. We're talking about guys, remember, they can lose focus after a text exchange goes awry with a girl from English class. Watch the game, enjoy the game, but remember, don't bet on teenagers. That's a little sports tip from your buddy Steve.
Noted.
Painful lessons learned over the years. Oh, wait a minute. When I was 19, nobody would have bet on me to get out of bed in the morning, much less complete a pass route.
Fair.
The Loons are back in business also at 9:30 Saturday night. They are at San Diego. Nice international break, a little bit of rest, but now the final push begins. And what better way to see where you are than to play the best team in the conference at their place late at night? Brooklyn Center. What's up, Brooklyn Center? Glad to have you with us this morning.
Good times in the past with my friend Matt in Brooklyn Center.
Come on, Matt.
Yep.
Let's hear from you, brother.
Matt's a good kid. And Matt listens.
Yeah.
Matt's texted in.
Scandalous story on Fletcher. Let's go.
No, don't ask for that.
What is the world coming to?
Hey, you know what? Actually, Matt was the dude that texted yesterday and props you, Ryder, for carrying the load.
Well, thanks, Matt. Still want a scandalous story.
Anytime.
Damn,
We're
trying to
soliciting
distract her.
scandalous stories on Paul Fletcher. What's the world coming to when that sounds like a good idea? You know what I mean? I mean, think of it. Look around.
True. I agree.
Tremendous political division. The Packers actually look unstoppable.
Yeah.
And now Walmart's not going to allow emotional alligators anymore. No. Now, if somebody tells me a story that involves their emotional support alligator, I'm going to assume generally that's a euphemism.
Right.
So let me whip out my emotional support alligator. I just don't assume that's a real thing. But no. A man in Western Pennsylvania, a 60-year-old fella, has an emotional support alligator.
He says.
Last weekend, I was at the airport in Los Angeles, and I saw an emotional support dog with a little vest, and it was like a tiny little pocket dog, a purse dog. And the way it was walking on the leash, I was like, that's not an emotional support dog. That's a pet, and that's your little buddy, and you're lying, and you got that vest somehow. But this is a little different thing. This is not a little dog that you can stick in your purse and carry on a plane and look cute for other influencers to take pictures of you. This is a true emotional support alligator. That's a reptile. That's that thing that bites you really hard.
Yes, jaws and everything.
And he's apparently been going all over the place in Western Pennsylvania with this alligator in tow. And apparently Walmart, after 3 years without an issue, he approached his local Walmart and they're like, sorry, dude, no alligators allowed. And he's not taking it sitting down.
We've gone to restaurants. We've been to Denny's where she's a star there. She gets VIP treatment. We've been out to Bob Evans. We've been out to the Wagon Wheel. It's been very positive, and I was really taken back by that. I just go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
I mean, listen, when the term acceptable by Denny's is your bar, dude,
Yeah,
sorry.
but Bob Evans, though.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I see your Denny's point, but Bob Evans is a classy joint.
Man, an emotional support alligator. You just got to think about what leads you to recognizing, hey, wait a minute, I just feel better when my alligator's with me. I mean, and no telling what this guy's dealing with in life if this is real. But at the same time, okay, but stay home.
Yeah, I don't get how staring at those cold eyes can make him feel better, man.
I don't know. It's probably the scales where he finds the comfort, and the hard ridges across the back of the alligator.
No, he put a sweater on it.
Oh,
there is.
That softens the blow.
There's a sweater with it looks like a real fur collar on this alligator. Maybe some animals he killed himself. I don't know.
Hey guys, no alligators allowed. Is that a little? Oh, look at that stole. Oh my God, that is so cute. All right, you know what? Never mind. We were wrong.
Yeah.
No.
The bigger question is probably more like how did he get away with this for 3 years? That's more the question.
I'm generally anti-reptile. Not in the wild, not in nature. No, they serve a purpose. It's part of the plan.
Yes.
But when I'm shopping, I don't want to see reptiles.
But it's Walmart.
Yeah. Well.
Walmart. All bets are off at Walmart.
Now, if you're gonna rock a little, Under a Milky Way church album with the song Reptile, feel free. Because man, that was a banger back in the late '80s, wasn't it? Night before last, I sat down, had a little dinner with my wife. We enjoyed we ordered in. Had a little, and it wasn't a lot. We just split a couple of plates of food, and then we went to bed. Happy. Together, sated,
belly full,
and I got to get up early, so I went to bed early. And around 10:30, I woke up and was sicker than hell. Yeah, I got something. I got a bug, which did not impact Rosemary on any level. And it started with, I think I got to throw up. And then it turned into a whole other thing that we don't need to discuss for hours and hours and hours.
Ugh.
And it's the first time in a long time I've had that. Food poisoning, if you will. Something was in that food. Something that I ate that somehow my wife didn't. I think it was like one chip had a germ on it. Somebody left. Or whatever it was. We don't know.
Singular germ.
Happily, only one of us got it because, if you're both sick, then you just really want to kill each other. But when one of you's sick, the other can pretend to be, concerned while wishing they were asleep too. Anyway, that's how that goes.
If you're both sick, then the house goes to shambles. Eventually, it burns down, and it's all chaos.
That's exactly what happens. And luckily, that did not happen.
That's good.
And I'm feeling perfectly normal now. It's as if nothing ever happened, but the memories will be there forever. But I would much rather have just opened that plate of food and seen like a mouse in there. I would much rather see something gross and realize I can't eat this than enjoy a meal and then get sick later.
Interesting.
Which leads me to the fact that in Massachusetts, a Texas Roadhouse, that's a restaurant, that's a chain.
Not Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. They're being inspected. The health department's on board because a family went in there to have a bite to eat, and they got some of that wonderful Texas Roadhouse bread with some extra ingredients added. There's a TikTok video with over 1 million views that explains a little bit of it.
Mid-bite, my sister's like, ow, like there's something hard in here. So my mom takes the bun to inspect it. We open the bun to find staples. We find staples like baked into the bread.
Okay, so the lesson I'm learning is just eat the cinnamon butter plain
Yes.
and skip the bread altogether.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Staples into the bread.
Yikes.
Which doesn't sound easy to get those things backwards. I mean, confused. I'm not going to say it's intentional, but where in a kitchen do you have the elements you need to put bread together next to staples? And what looks like a staple, but it's actually, what is it, like sprinkle some of that oregano on top. Is it? I thought it was oregano.
Unless it was in shipping or something along those lines.
I don't know. Could have been.
I don't know.
Could have been.
But that seems odd even.
That's
too.
true. The idea that they're actually making this bread by hand at the Texas Roadhouse is naive of me to imagine.
I don't know what you're thinking. However, that Texas toast is fantastic when it doesn't have staples in it.
Ever order food and see something in there? I'm trying to remember. I took a bite of a candy bar once, and I watched what I assumed was a maggot crawl out of the middle. That's a true story. A Kit Kat bar. I didn't have a Kit Kat bar for over 20 years after that.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's just I couldn't get past it.
No.
Ever
Nor should you.
anything, Ryder? You ever mid-meal or hopefully before the meal look down and go, hey, that's a rat tail in my salad.
You know, I got a pretty high tolerance, so if something's there, I'm probably and I eat really fast. If something's there, I'm probably just eating around it. But I did work in a kitchen one time, and I had this cook. His name was Nelson, and he was just chopping away, making like 2 gallons of pico de gallo, and then he came up to me, and he had cut his finger earlier and had one of those finger condoms on it.
Okay.
And it was gone. Oh. And there was no way we were finding that sucker.
So
just all in the trash.
Yeah, just all in there.
Wow, you threw out the whole thing. That's good of you, though. Could have easily said,
I got my little certification, the 1-day class that they make you take so that you can run a restaurant when sanitary and stuff like that. And that's what you got to do.
By the way, I'm gonna double up on your whole I eat fast and I'll probably just eat around something. Growing up, I when you're 8th in line at the table, you just eat fast.
Yeah.
You don't eat fast. You're inhaling.
Because there's older people who will just take that last bite of a pork chop if you don't get it off the bone right away.
Right.
And I don't imagine that you can send things back to the Gorman kitchen.
Oh,
No
God.
returning food.
Not if you don't want to limp out of the kitchen. The first time I am a obsessive fan of Indian food. It's my favorite meal.
It's
I've
good.
always said when the governor says nope, there's no more reprieves, you're going to get electrocuted tonight. My last meal will be Indian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like that's what I want. The first time I ever had Indian food, the guy brought the food to the table, set it all down, and there was one giant plate of the pilau rice for everyone to share from.
Of course.
And right on top, looking just like a garnish, was a dead fly.
Oh.
And I said, hey, man, there's a fly in the rice. And the waiter goes, oh. And he just picked it up and said, sorry, and walked away with it. And I was like, and my buddy Randy goes, just eat, man. This food's amazing. And I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Not going to let a fly get in the way.
No.
Fletcher, any
Protein.
food issues with something in it?
We were. It was during my time in Omaha. My wife and I were out having Mexican, and it was actually very harmless. They were kind enough to take the dish back. there was a yellow Starburst wrapper in my, I think it was an enchilada, but it had like a cream sauce with it.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of buried in the middle of all the meat. And it was like, it must have just like, I don't know, maybe having a snack while they were mashing it, and it got mashed in with the meat. And I was just, all I did was just like, I just want to let you know. I said, it's fine. I'm whatever. I'm not bothered by it.
Is that the secret ingredient that is making Mexican food taste so good when I go to the restaurant? Is they actually just throw a couple of yellow Starbursts in there?
Yeah, that might be. I've never understood how you can make such simple ingredients taste so damn good.
Yeah, you're so right about that. There was no hint of lemon Starburst in the food. It was just the wrapper, unfortunately. I would have taken that little lemon zest.
The kids were probably like 8 and 6 the first time we were at a restaurant, and Connell goes, a Mexican restaurant, he goes, so like it's all the same stuff, right? Yeah. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, so like a burrito and an enchilada, it's basic, and a taco. I mean, he was putting it together, like looking at the menu. He goes, it's all the same ingredients. It's all. I'm like, yeah, and just don't question it, man. Just go for it. It's wonderful. I spent a good probably 25 years of my life trying to see if I could lose weight eating nothing but Mexican food. It doesn't work. No. It doesn't work at all. No, I was trying hard.
Did it get you to the bathroom more often?
No.
Was that more? No? Okay.
No, not at all. Okay. 651-989-ROCK. Got any text messages to share?
I have one, and it's a doozy. I mean, let's start it off with a doozy, shall we? Quite a few years ago, my grandma found a live Black Widow spider in a package of red grapes she bought from the store. I'm not going to say the store because...
Hey.
Yeah.
Not their fault. Holy smokes. Black Widow, though. That's fun.
Yeah, not really.
How do you take the time to identify it's a Black Widow?
Hard to miss.
That's fair.
Hard to miss. 651-989-ROCK. We're discussing things that you found in your food that should not be there. We're going to get back to this throughout the day. Next hour, we're going to be giving away Bert Kreischer tickets as well as TAP 2025 tickets for tomorrow. How about that? Maggie Faris is coming around. Sam Ekstrom will be on the horn. 651-989-ROCK. What's happening over there, Ryder?
We're going to chat with Tommy from St. Paul. He's got a real quick food story.
Tommy, let's go. What's up, brother?
Hey, man. How you doing? Good morning.
Let's have it.
So I'm a young waiter, probably 1985, working a pretty fancy restaurant. And so when you order food, I go in and I make the salad. I reach into the container of, pre-prepped salad mixings and plop a handful on the plate and dress it and take it out to the guy who's probably paying $30 for his meal. And as I pull out my nice salad mix, in the nice green salad mix is half of a frog. The front half of a frog. It's about as big as my thumbnail.
The front half.
And like I said, I'm young and I want to do good things for my guests, so I take it out and continue on.
Sure.
Back half. Who got the back half? I do not know. But we didn't. We just moved on and had a great night that night.
Oh,
sure.
God.
Wow.
Well, you know, sometimes it's best not to know too much.
That's like the opposite of winning the lottery.
Thanks for the call, brother.
Tommy.
We want to give away some tickets to see Bert Kreischer. We want to give away tickets to TAP 2025 as well.
Hell yeah.
What we need is some callers. We had a few. We've been dropping callers. Apparently, everyone's driving into tunnels when they call. 651-989-ROCK. We got somebody locked and loaded. But
I think it's the gremlins in the phone, to be honest with
is
you.
Is it really?
But yeah. Give us a buzz.
Try it. 651-989-ROCK if you want to play Beat the Jock to win some tickets. We do have Sue Ann from Cottage Grove on the horn. Sue Ann, good morning.
Good morning.
Sue Ann, you have a choice here to play against either myself or Paul Fletcher. Who do you want to compete with?
Steve.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to take my headphones off, and you guys have a good time.
Okay.
Wait, you know what? Let's take 1 second here, Sue Ann. Let you think about this for a moment, because we're just making sure we have another contestant locked and loaded. And when Ryder nods at me, then we're going to go ahead and start this game. But, we got a lot going on here. There's, the technical situations. You have no idea how difficult it is to run a situation. Radio's only been around like 5 years.
Well, but also what better proof that we're live than
exactly.
This? We're here, baby.
All right,
we're here for you.
We're in good shape. I'm removing the headphones.
Yep, take them off.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, and Fletcher, I'm going to need you to do all of the counting. Okay,
I'm on it.
Just so you're prepared. Sue Ann, the category is cities with NFL teams. I need you to name as many cities with NFL teams as you can in 20 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Set, go.
Atlanta, Miami, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Green Bay, Denver, Las Vegas, Houston, Dallas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, Miami, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh.
All right. Holy cow. What did I get?
How did she...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14.
She got 14?
Yeah, she said Miami twice, so it would have been 15.
Ooh.
Very well done, Sue Ann.
Hey, Steve, the category is cities with NFL teams.
Cities with NFL teams.
Yeah.
And Sue Ann got how many?
14. 14, and again, she said one city twice, so it only actually would have been 15, but she only gets credit for 14.
Okay.
All right, man.
This is beatable.
I can see the NFL map in my head already. Let's do this.
Okay.
Of course you can.
Ready, set, go.
Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Denver, Kansas City, Detroit, Dallas, Houston, Nashville, New Orleans, Chicago, Minneapolis, Green Bay. Wait.
Did you just
How did
brain fart at the end there?
I just have a brain fart? I went to Green Bay, and then I immediately stumbled on the fact that I'm fighting with my friend Stephen Hayden about the Packers online. He's texting me all morning.
He is in
I'm
your
ignoring
head.
it. And as soon as I said Green Bay, I was like, why is that? He's bugging me when I'm on air. Anyway, so
What was his
13.
final count? 13?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sue Ann wins.
Yeah, Sue Ann, dude. You're going to see Bert Kreischer.
Oh,
Dude, okay, really
all right,
quick.
that's really embarrassing.
Just really quick.
Yeah.
Don't let him get in your... The Vikings are 1-0.
Dude, it was
That's
too
all
late.
you need.
I understand that. It was just
Just
no.
don't let him occupy space anymore.
It was an immediate. It really wasn't that. It flashed in me, and then I started to laugh. It was just more funny. Like, oh, I got to get back to him at some point. And I'll be honest with you. I usually am pretty good with time. I did not think that was. I thought I had at least 5 more seconds.
Yeah, it didn't seem to come early. It didn't seem to come
I had the
fast.
whole thing where I was like, oh, that's funny. I got to get back. I still have time. All right, so now I just got to go to the East Coast, and then I stop.
Oh, man. All right,
Well,
so
okay.
Sue Ann.
Fair
Sue
enough.
Ann's a big winner.
Yes.
Looks that way.
We still got
What?
some beer tickets to give away.
All right,
Tap
beer
2025
tickets. Tap
tomorrow.
2025.
Yeah.
Dan is on the horn. Dan, good morning. Dan.
Oh, man.
Dan, this is Steven.
Oh, all right, Steven.
All right,
Let's go.
Steven.
Game on.
Even better for me. Steven, are you ready to play?
Born ready.
You're going to go
Okay.
against Paul Fletcher. He has removed his headphones. His microphone is off. He will not hear the next minute or so of this show. So, Dan, your topic is, Ryder?
The topic is fast food restaurants with drive-thrus. Are you ready, Steve? Set.
Born ready. Let's go.
Go.
Arby's, Subway, McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Long John Silver's. Let's go with a
6
few
seconds.
other ones like In-N-Out Burger, Smash Burger. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Steven.
I felt like you were ready, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, he was.
Okay. Steve, what do you think about? He said Fletcher headphones off, dude. We're not ready. What? He said Subway. I don't know any Subways with drive-thru.
I've seen one.
You have?
I have,
Okay.
absolutely, yes. Again, I didn't like the idea of it. I was like, no, that's way too.
I got 9 then.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it looks like 9.
9. Okay, Fletcher headphones back. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Got it. Hi, what are we doing?
9. The category
9?
is fast food restaurants with drive-thrus.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Hardee's, Arby's, Wendy's, Dairy Queen, Culver's.
8 seconds.
White Castle.
2 seconds.
Steve Gorman. Damn it.
Don't blame me.
What was
If you say White Castle and don't immediately follow it up with Crystal, that's on you, not me.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten Crystal, man.
Come on, same damn thing.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. It was a tie, was it not?
It looks like a tie to me.
Damn it.
Well, tie goes to the runner. Steven, well done.
Steven, I feel like I propelled you to this by having another brain fart. Never happens. So you better come by and see us tomorrow and give us a high five, huh?
Heck yeah.
All right. Congrats, man. Damn it.
I'm still just really happy that he said Long John Silver's in his
Yes.
Man,
Long
when's the
John
last time you thought about
Silver's?
Long John Silver's?
Do they have a freaking drive-through?
Of course they do.
Did you immediately flash back to Fast Times at Ridgemont High, where he's driving around with the pirate hat
But
on?
it's
Oh, yeah.
he wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a
was
different.
not, it
It
was
was
a
not,
different
but it was the
chain.
same kind of thing. I remember in the early days of Twitter, when I first got a Twitter account,
When it was fun?
I looked at my Twitter account and I got a notification, and it said Long John Silver's is following you, and it was the actual official.
nice.
And I remember thinking, what have I done to have been bestowed this greatness?
Yes.
It was the weirdest of all the things that ever happened on Twitter. That was the one where I went, this is the weirdest thing ever. Long John Silver's.
That's better than a blue ribbon. That's
so
pretty
cool.
special.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
We used
truly
to
is
have
special.
we used to have the. Is it what's better, Long John Silver's or Captain D's? And Captain D's always won because of the Hush Puppies.
What's
You don't know Captain D's?
Yeah, no.
Was that not up here?
No.
Hush Puppies are up here, but Captain D.
Yeah.
is
Captain
not.
D's, I guess it's the Southern Long John Silver's then, because it was all over the
apparently.
South. And also, unlike Long John Silver's, they had beer on tap. Go figure.
Wow. Okay. Well, then they win.
They wouldn't give you that at the drive-thru.
No, I bet not.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning on Minnesota's 92 KQRS. That was Green Day, and the president of the local chapter of the Green Day fan club, Maggie Faris, is in studio.
I love Green Day. Hello.
I
Oh my
told you.
gosh.
Hey, Maggie, it dawned on me right before you came in, you should totally co-op the OJs for the love of money and have a theme song. Maggie, 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 Maggie.
Yeah.
Will you
Maggie. We got to
I
get in
like
the
it a
studio
lot.
and cut that.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
All right, cool.
I'm down.
Great. Just
Okay.
making sure.
I like to play. I like to do
Because
whatever.
you know what? When I hear you're coming, that's what occurs to me. I get like all magnified. Like
you
I
get
want to go.
excited?
I want to go extra Maggies.
I like it hard.
That's great.
That should wow.
I mean,
That should 100% be her
exciting.
walk-up song when she's on the
That's
show.
it.
Like
Yeah.
it should be a done deal
very
already.
extreme,
Yeah.
and I love it.
It's very extreme.
Well, if we
And
get
hard.
if we
I'm
get
all
this thing
for it.
turned around quickly, we
Okay.
can maybe use it when you're at Laugh Camp next week.
Please, yes, we're doing an amazing show at Laugh Camp on the 17th. But listen, I know it's a Wednesday, but we made it really early for you. We made it 7. So
Okay.
we'll be done by 8:30. You can get home by 9 and watch the news or whatever you do.
Really? No,
Yes.
no fool. Because I was thinking
No
about
fooling.
going, but I didn't want to be the a-hole who had to leave early.
You come. It's
Okay.
7 p.m. start, and I start on time. I don't wait for anybody.
And so-
Doors are closed at 7.
What is the special thing about this show? What makes this
show
unique?
this
Yeah.
show is called For the Record, and what we do is we hire professional videographers. Okay,
Okay.
so it's almost like you're a live studio audience, and there's 10 different comics doing 7 minutes each, because every comic needs a good tape to submit to festivals, bookers,
Oh, sure.
everything else, and they all do it on their iPhone, and it's terrible audio and it's terrible video or
Yes.
shaky or whatever. So we have a 3-camera shoot with, we're mic'd up to the board, and we have an audience mic, and it's a real, professional scene, and the audience go crazy. See, now every comic's supposed to bring 10 people.
Okay.
So that we'll have a very full
Right,
show so
right.
they can get the tape that they need.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and we have some very good comics coming. We have some mediocre comics coming, maybe a couple crappy comics, but it's going to be really fun.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, because you
What
get
a-
excited.
What
know?
a great thing. It's like if you were welcoming in a young singer-songwriter into an actual studio, like, hey, man, you need a demo that sounds proper.
Yeah, you don't want to
stop
just
recording things on your iPhone.
Yeah, on your Fisher-Price cassette
Exactly.
player. Yeah.
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 Right on.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
That's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Very communal.
That's this coming Wednesday, the 17th, at Laugh Camp. Look at you giving and giving and giving.
Well, I did this show a few years ago, and then and it was so great because I had even now I have comics lined up for like 3 months to do it, but and then I don't know what happened. It fizzled away, or my videographer quit, or something like that, and then I forgot about it, and then I was like, oh, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Pious. That's the word that comes to
Is
mind.
it?
Pious.
Don't give her too much credit, though. She charges like $1,000 a head for these comics to take
Well,
part in this.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. $1,000? Comics can't afford $1,000.
That kind of was the
They're
joke.
eating
That was
Wonder.
the-
Oh, I
the
get
point.
it.
Yeah, it was
We'll
like
make it
absurd
funny
number
next time. Am I being mean?
It's so
I'm
much
sorry.
funny when you say it.
I know. I'm hilarious.
Something like that.
Well, Paul, like you've admitted on air, you still have this thing. You want to get up there one of these days.
One day.
You're gonna get up there.
I will.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
don't
be
know when
your
or where,
coach? Can I
Hell
help?
yeah,
All right.
please.
Okay.
I would, in fact, I would love and welcome. I've shown you my notes.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of notes.
So you're ready.
No, I'm not. And the
Yeah,
notes
but
need to be
this
gone
is-
through and crafted.
Okay, but this has been going through your head for some time,
Yeah.
and you're ready to get going
Yeah,
on it.
I would love to sit down.
Like,
buy-
how long have you had those notes?
Years.
See,
Yeah,
it's time.
yeah. So we need to sit
Let's
down, have
buckle
lunch.
down.
I'll buy you lunch. You
Okay.
can go through my notes.
I love free lunch.
Help me like work it all out. Is that what
Okay.
they say
Yeah.
in the business? Work
Yeah.
it out.
Or you
Except
can
for work
ask
it out.
AI.
Yeah, we've talked about that a bunch this morning.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and support and endorse this whole thing, but it has to be captured on video and audio. All the coaching
Absolutely.
sessions.
Oh,
The
the
coaching
sessions.
sessions.
Yeah.
Do you have a long bleeper button?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we also maintain we control the rights to edit it however we see fit.
Yeah, it's like attorney-client privilege.
Correct.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
no fun.
Well, sorry.
No kidding.
Give it to me raw and uncut.
That's what I was looking for.
Wow, that
She likes
we're
the
not
raw
talking
and
about
uncut.
Saturday
All right.
night.
Anyways.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of raw and uncut, I got
Yes.
food poisoning yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually, it was Wednesday night.
was it something you made yourself, or did you
No.
go to an establishment?
No, ordered in something, and my wife and I ate off the same 2 plates, and she was fine. I went to bed, sound asleep, woke up like, oh boy, we're in
Gotta
trouble.
run.
Couldn't make it in yesterday. I mean, it was that bad. It was
Really?
an all-nighter. It was an all-nighter of two lines, no waiting, is what I would describe that
Wow.
as. And boy, was it brutal. So I don't know
sorry.
what I ate, but then it led to the conversation. There was a Texas Roadhouse restaurant where someone found staples in the bread. As in, like, staples, like as
no.
in metal staples.
No.
Ever ordered
happens.
something? Have you ever had that happen where you were sitting down to eat dinner or lunch or breakfast at an establishment and there's something in the food that
Hair
should not be
pancake.
there?
Hair pancake.
Hair
but
cake.
Hair pancake?
Hair pancake. There was a big hair.
Oh, I've
but-
been there. It's that
but-
German place. Hair pancake.
You want the pancake? Here's your hair pancake.
That's it.
Okay, but the thing is you don't notice it right away because it's baked in, and so
Yeah.
then you start eating, and all of a sudden one bite doesn't pull off as easy.
I see.
You look down, hair pancake.
I love
Frau
as
pancake.
Maggie's talking about as you start to eat, you did the fork and knife pantomime, and it kind of looked also like you were riding a horse.
A
and holding
pony.
the
Oh,
reins.
I'm a horse girl
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
like that.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
love horses?
Miniature horse though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Me on a mini
Yeah,
horse.
that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Now that I would shoot
Hair
video of.
pancake and Frau Blucher.
Let's ride our mini horses down to Keys and get some hair pancakes.
Man.
They don't
wow.
serve hair pancakes at Keys.
Oh, good.
They're only
That was a
nothing
one-off.
but
They only,
flawless.
yeah, they have the best.
Nothing
I
but
also,
flawless.
by the way, my hair pancake did not come from Keys. I just say Keys because I like Keys.
Yeah.
As do I. I go back to the early 90s with Keys. It was a staple for me in my traveling days coming through town, always
It's your
hitting that
comfort
place.
food.
Wow,
That's
it's
your
fantastic.
mom and pop.
Kate.
You know.
Well,
what?
but here's the reaction. Or what is the reaction? Here's the question. You see the hair pancake, you recognize, I didn't order hair in this. What
No,
do
I
you do?
didn't.
Do you just work around it or do you send it back?
You know what? It makes me giggle. I laugh, and so I say, "Come here. You want? Is this supposed to be? Is
Yeah.
this the added ingredient that
Yeah.
I didn't see?"
Uh-huh.
And then they'll bring you a new one.
Yeah,
they just
sure.
bring you a new one.
But you don't
And
kick
you
up
hope
a fuss.
there's. Oh no, I don't care.
Right.
We have immune systems.
These things happen.
You know.
I was gonna say, I don't even know if you say anything if it doesn't bother you, because you might get something more than hair.
Yeah, but I
second
really.
time around.
That's true. You never know what
You
they're
got a
doing
spiteful
back there.
cook back there.
Yeah,
Never
that is
know.
true. I've heard stories about that.
I've got a buddy who worked a long time in the food industry. He's like, you don't even want to know.
Yeah, I worked
You
in
get
the
the wrong
restaurant
person on
world.
the wrong day.
And those cooks are wild.
They can be.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot
Some
of
of
them.
them.
A lot of them will go, "Oops, sorry. Here's a new pancake." But
Yeah.
some of them, no,
They're in
gonna
a
try to
hurry.
make your
They're
day- They're gonna
mad.
try to
They're-
make your day miserable.
They
What-
got Bing, order up. Bing, order up.
What
Bing, order
I've
up.
learned from the last 30 years of celebrity chefs is they're all the dudes in high school who tried to sing in a band and were told you suck. And then they're like, oh, I guess I'll be a chef now. Because they all think they're God's gift to humanity.
That's that's such an image that's true. I feel
It's
like
true.
Yeah.
Just picture Mick Jagger if he couldn't make it as a musician.
Yeah, he'd be cooking.
in a kitchen
He'd be
somewhere.
Gordon Ramsay. He'd be Gordon
That's
Ramsay.
exactly right.
He totally would.
You call that bacon? Yeah, come on, you can see it.
Is he that mean though? He doesn't seem that mean to me.
No, he'd be nice.
Yeah.
Who, Mick or Gordon Ramsay?
Mick. Gordon's
Oh.
a jerk, but
Yeah.
Mick
What's
seems
Mick got
facade,
to be?
though.
What's he got to be mean about?
nothing. He's got all the
He's
goods
he's
all
82
day long.
and he's got a kid who's under 10. He's
That's
winning
so
at life.
weird to me, but that's
He's
lovely.
winning.
You know, it might be a different Mick though if he had a different journey because we're
Right,
on the, we're
if he was
thinking,
a chef, yeah.
Let's rewind back. There's no Rolling Stones. He's just making hamburgers and they're not
sad
very
he-
good.
He's sad he couldn't make it in the music business. He's taking it out on his food.
I often think about Mick Jagger or Keith or Paul McCartney, any of these guys, and you think to yourself, like, he's been Mick Jagger for over 60 years. I mean, he's been Mick Jagger for over 80 years, but he's been all caps Mick Jagger for that long. And think about how many times over the years there was a sense that, oh, they're over, they're done. And the whole time he's like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not going away.
And then I got something up my sleeve.
I got something up
a
my
little back
sleeve.
pocket stuff.
I
Here
know
we go.
so much more than you think I know.
There's no way you're putting me back in the kitchen. We're gonna
Although
trudge on as the Rolling Stones.
I'd be willing to bet he's got a couple of recipes. I bet
He's
even
gotta
Mick Jagger,
cook.
there's a few things he can whip up where
A
you'd
guy
be like, you got
that
to be kidding
cool
me.
just can't just not cook.
Yeah.
There's a show. You get Gordon Ramsay, and I'm not talking like mediocre musicians. I'm talking legends.
big time.
Okay, you get Mick, you get Paul McCartney, etc. Bob Dylan, whoever.
You make your
and
meal.
that's a show.
That
And
I would
give
watch
us,
that.
Give us your quintessential recipe.
I'd watch that.
Oh my God, make it live. Oh, right in front
I'd
of
watch
you.
it.
Best thing you make, Maggie.
Oh, I'm a very good baker, and I honestly I strived for the best chocolate chip cookies at one time,
Okay.
and I made my own vanilla. I used like farm chicken eggs, and I make my own vanilla. For real.
I didn't know that was something that could be done.
Yeah, vanilla extract. You buy vanilla beans, you put them in vodka. I have 5-year-old vanilla extract right now. It smells so good. But then, so I submitted to the fair, and what I did not know, chocolate chip cookies are the most submitted category, and after the first 50 cookies they quit judging.
Oh.
And they received 275 when I went in.
I will say though, I knew you were a good baker.
How did you know that?
Because you got nice buns.
Wow.
Rim shot? No?
Man.
That's
I
worthy.
mean,
I hope that's not what your act is going to consist of when we get
that's
down
my
to
wife's.
business.
That's my wife's regular thing. She asks me,
All right.
"Hey, are you a baker? Why? Because you got nice buns." That's her go-to.
We
You
need
guys
to-
are a
Mom
match
joke.
made in heaven.
So we play speed tracks around here sometimes where we have songs sped up to crazy heights. We need a quarter time rim shot for jokes like that.
Oh, yes. That would be smart.
Great, actually, that'd be
You
hilarious.
killed him on that
Yeah.
one.
That would be great.
That'd be
You
pretty
fell
good.
over
Yeah,
on
that'd be
that
great.
one.
I was in chill.
Ryder's going to
chill
make
mode.
it happen, I feel like.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can do that in about 10 minutes.
Maggie
Okay.
Faris,
Before the end
let's
of the
talk.
show.
Let's talk about the fact that the Farmer's Almanac, I believe, is calling for a mild winter. The Old Farmer's Almanac is calling for a heavy-duty winter.
Okay.
And NOAA, like the actual NASA space people, are also calling for a lot of precipitation because of a La Nina or something like that.
Yep.
All
La
this to
Nina.
say, if anyone is just joining us and hearing Maggie for the first time, you're a snowplow maven, I'll call you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yes,
you
I
rock
drive.
the snowplows over in St. Paul.
I do. I drive right down 94. I drive down 35E. I drive down 61.
So with winter approaching, what are your hopes? Are you hoping for a mild winter, or do you prefer just dumping after dumping after dumping of snow?
You know what? I like plowing. It's enjoyable, and
Yeah.
so bring it.
Do you get paid by the mile?
We get paid by the flake.
By the
No, we don't get paid by the month. We're hourly no matter what, and if it's snowing, we work 12 hours. Day shift and night shift, so we're on 24/7.
Do you have the feeling when you're doing it like I get stuck on my Instagram or Facebook reels of the gardening guys where they just clean up a yard and it's overgrown and then you watch them in time elapse.
Yeah.
When I actually really enjoy cutting grass because I love the straight
Yes.
lines and making it look great.
Yes.
Little something they call OCD
I love
happening.
that.
So is that? Do you feel that way when you're plowing a street? Is
yes.
it just like,
if it's just like dumping all day long, you don't get that kind of sense of accomplishment. But like if a storm comes in, it dumps for a few hours, and then you get it all cleaned off, it feels amazing. It's just like that.
That's got to be awesome.
Yeah, because I mow the ditches too in a big John Deere tractor, and I love finishing it. I love it. I love mowing.
Man, that's just like kind of like the two coolest things a girl could do in between comedy sets.
Yes.
Drive a John Deere.
Yeah.
And a snowplow.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
That really scratches. That scratches.
Well,
every
if
itch.
any of you guys want to come for a ride along,
I absolutely do. I was going to wait till we got off the mics before I asked. But game
snowplow
on.
ride along.
Yeah, you can ride along.
Dude, it's a no-brainer.
Do you know Ben Lieber from Twin Cities Live?
Yeah.
He did one, and I gave him a piggyback ride afterwards. Yeah, free piggyback rides.
My God, what do we have to bring?
Snacks.
Well, that's a dumb question. Of course,
just bring snacks.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just sit, chit-chat, snack, and then you're way up high, and you're plowing lots of snow, and it's fun.
Is there any way you would let me hit a parked car?
You can get out and punch a parked car if you'd like to.
But I can't plow a parked car?
No.
Damn. Laugh Camp Comedy Club, Wednesday the 17th. That's this coming up Wednesday. For the record, Maggie Faris and 10 comics all being filmed and putting it down. It's going to be a good night. A nice early night at Laugh Camp.
Night. Come on
Hell
down.
yeah.
7 o'clock. We'll be done by 8:30, 8:45. Get the hell out of there. Go home and go to bed.
Hell yeah. It's just that simple.
Yep.
Maggie, it is always our pleasure.
I love it. Thank you
Good
for
to see
having
you.
me so much.
Chauncey lights up every time you walk in the
I
room.
love that dog. Clearly, I'm a dog person. I love that.
Well, he's a Maggie person. Oh, isn't that nice? It is Minnesota's 92 KQRS on a Friday morning, September the 12th.
Friday.
Isn't that nice? I tell you what's really nice. Maggie Faris is in studio with us.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Singing along to not only The Offspring, but that last song.
My life is still trying to. I love singing. I'm not very good at it, but I pretend I am.
That sounded dead on the money right there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I have a dear friend who's a terrible singer unless he's imitating other singers, and then he's right on the money.
Yeah,
always.
that's about what I do.
Yeah, and he would do like Stipe, the real nasally thing. He would do Morrissey. He could do all these singers that people really do. And he would sing perfect pitch, right on the note every time. And then if he tried to sing on his own, it was just abysmal.
How weird is that?
It's weird.
That's similar. I'm very similar like that. I just try to imitate.
That's all. It's working for you.
Okay, thanks.
If I close my eyes, I'm like, hey, she's in the studio. Hey, it's that. What's her name from that? What's that band?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They're good.
Right now, I'm feeling Minnesota, though, which means Paul Fletcher has to step up to the microphone and lay down some headlines, brother.
Okay, dokie, then. On Wednesday, the bipartisan Miracle on Ice Congressional Gold Medal Act. It's exactly what you think it is, Maggie. It passed the U.S. Senate. The bill honors the 1980 U.S. Olympic men's hockey team with 3 congressional gold medals on the 45th anniversary of their historic 4-3 win over the dredged Soviet Union.
USA!
Fun fact.
Look at my,
Oh, yeah, look at your Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, USA Hey Dudes on.
Yeah.
Did you know, fun fact, that chant started at that game.
Really?
That's the origin of that chant.
I love it.
The team
I knew that.
The team included 12 players and head coach Herb Brooks, all from Minnesota. The amended bill now goes to the House for another vote, then the president's desk. The medals will be displayed in museums in Eveleth, the Hockey Hall of Fame, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Lake Placid, New York.
That is amazing.
Game on.
Good stuff.
Hockey.
The FAA is issuing a safety alert to airlines about lithium battery fire risks on planes. Yeah, as you look at your phone. That's correct. That is correct, Maggie. Lithium batteries are generally prohibited in checked luggage, but the FAA says they can pose a risk to passengers and crew members, even in carry-on baggage. So what they're saying is the state of the battery doesn't change whether it's checked or not.
But what could happen? Is it going to explode and catch a little fire?
I think the thinking is if there's a problem with your battery and it's carry-on, you can grab it and put it out and try to deal with it. If it's checked, it's down below.
Fair.
It needs oxygen. There's no oxygen in your bag. You're going to be fine. It'll smother itself right out.
Even with an electrical
This is
fire?
Science.
Yeah, that was.
It does sound like science, yeah.
I don't know.
Did you make that up or do you know that?
I don't know nothing. Look at me.
You look really smart.
Science!
That's called acting.
Wow, you should be on TV.
That's what I got. Sports time.
Let's talk about the Minnesota Lynx for a moment, shall we? Your top seed in the WNBA playoffs. They beat the Golden State Valkyries last night by 20 at the Target Center. Nafisha Collier finished the season with a 90-50-40 season. That means she hit 90% of her free throws, 50% of her shots, 40% of her three-point shots. That is badassery on display.
Amazing.
Only the second player in WNBA history to
Who was the
do
first?
that. Elena Deladon.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
It's always her.
That was 6 years ago, so it's been a hot minute.
Good for her.
So they will kick off the playoffs against those same Golden State Valkyries on Sunday, the top seed in the postseason. Going into the postseason, I look to see them crowning themselves here in a matter of weeks.
They better.
Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson will catch a ball on Sunday. It would stand to reason he'll catch at least one pass, and when he does, it will be number 500. Imagine leaving Monday night's football game at 499. You're like, could I not have gotten one more catch just to kick off the season? But here's the crazy thing. When he catches that ball on Sunday, it'll be his 500th catch. He'll be the youngest player to ever get to 500 catches. The second guy to do it at the exact same age. Larry Fitzgerald Jr. already sits there at 26 years, 90 days. And Sunday, JJ will be 26 years and 90 days.
I hope that some Karen from the audience doesn't run down and steal his ball. I hope he gets to keep that.
That'd be quite the chore.
Yeah.
We're not in Philly. We're not in
number
Philly.
500
No,
out
okay,
of his
thank
hands.
God.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
well, we
Vikings,
should be
Karen.
fine.
Yeah,
we should be fine.
no Vikings fan has got those kinds of stones.
You say that.
If you're looking for late night action on Saturday night, both the Loons and the Gophers kick off at 9:30 p.m.
Sure, why not?
West Coast football, West Coast soccer.
What else you got to do?
The Gophers are going to be at Cal. Because why wouldn't you
Go
fly
for
to
soccer?
go? No, football.
Oh, okay.
No, the
okay.
Loons
You lost
soccer,
me in a minute.
Gophers
All right.
football.
I follow. I tracking.
All right. The team's 2-0, man. Come on. And Cal is, Cal out on the West Coast. So I'm sure it'll be a fine game.
Smoke them.
Yeah, they should. They certainly
Roll
should.
them up and smoke them.
That too.
Yeah.
Would like to take a quick moment to mention our friends in Medicine Lake. Good to have you, Medicine Lake.
Medicine Lake. That's a beautiful lake.
It is a beautiful lake.
It's very nice.
It's
Go
very
ahead.
nice.
Filled with medicine. No, it is.
It's medicinal.
It's made of medicine.
Wow.
Was that your rim shot?
That was, yeah.
That was the
Slowest rim shot. Can we one more time?
She got it.
One more
She got
time?
it.
There it is.
That is exactly
Here's the
quarter
best.
speed rim shot.
Perfect. I
was
like
good.
that.
Yeah, we need to keep that.
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that, my brain went right to Hong Kong Phooey.
Yes.
I mean,
That was a great
hey, man.
yes.
My-
Sounds like a gong by the
Saturday-
time it's slowed
Saturday-
down.
Captain Wasn't
Yeah.
that a song for that?
Sure it
too?
was.
Okay.
Saturday morning still looming large in my subconscious, clearly.
Thank you.
You know what? It is Friday. At this time every Friday, we like to whip up an old-fashioned bargument. A bargument is an argument
Let's
that
go.
you will have after having 3 drinks.
Okay.
And so we'll go ahead and set it up for you. You can weigh in 651-989-ROCK. Okay, America's top 3 cities. The standard answer for years has been New York, LA, Chicago. 1, 2, 3. Based on population and based on all other things, cultural significance, etc.
Right.
What's number 4? Prepare your bargument. What's the 4th best city in these here United States of America? 651-989-ROCK.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
All right, a day later than normal, but right on time. Sam Ekstrom joins us on the Horn, Vikings Insider. Sam, let's get right to it. Take me back to halftime of Monday night after you had watched the first 2 quarters of J.J. McCarthy's career. Where was your gut? What was your brain telling you?
Yeah, Steve, it felt like that was the half that he needed to get out of the way. Mm-hmm. That was his childhood team. He was in a hostile environment for the first time, hadn't played in a meaningful game in like 600 days.
Right.
All the pressure, all the buildup in this offseason, I think that half needed to take place to just get out of the way, to check that box, to kind of have a welcome to the NFL moment. I anticipated a turnaround. And then in the third quarter, he throws the pick 6, and you say, well, it's not his night. And then obviously the fourth quarter, a complete turnaround. But
Yeah.
I kind of half expected it to go that way, a division game on the road, tough place to play. And that made the turnaround all the more incredible.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I've been arguing with people this week, people who don't count themselves as Vikings fans, particularly one very obnoxious Packers fan in my life, to start your career on Monday night on the road against a division rival. I don't care how good that version of that division rival is. That's a humongous that's real easy to get in over your head. And the fact that he came back and was able to do that, I don't think you can overstate the significance of that accomplishment.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, the Vikings have had rock fights at Soldier Field for years, no matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter, like, if it's Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, or, Dante Culpepper. It's always hard to play at Soldier Field. It's a windy environment. The crowd's super loud. The turf is usually bad. I don't know if you saw the turf stuff, but the turf was bad again on Monday night. So like you're slipping around out there. You can't hear yourself think. That crowd is probably as boisterous as it will be all year because they've got the hope of a new season. That was a really tough ask for J.J. McCarthy. So for him to shake it off the way he did, particularly after that interception, I think shows a lot about his character.
Sam Ekstrom's with us on Gorman in the Morning. So JJ went, 10th in the draft, 5th quarterback taken. He just knocked off the number 1 quarterback in that draft. He's got a chance to knock down another one, Penix for the Falcons on Saturday, or excuse me, on Sunday night. Do you think JJ's got that sort of, I'm going to show all you guys I should have never gone this far in a draft? Does he have an element of that to him? Because he seems so measured, so rational, so reasonable, so emotionally intelligent. But there's got to be a spur in his boot somewhere, right?
Yeah. You would think that. He feels like, a pretty level-headed guy, so maybe he buries that below the surface. I mean, he doesn't really wear it on his sleeve, but yeah, to see Penix go before him, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, which was probably, deserved based on the way he looks in the NFL, and obviously Caleb Williams. But he's going to be compared to those dudes in his draft class forever. And honestly, Steve, they all look like they've got futures in the league. I mean, they all have shown something at least to show that they could make up like 20% of the quarterbacks down the road, and they could all be doing it at a pretty high level. So we're going to have a lot of battles like this over the years. Penix, he's only 4 starts into his career, 3 last year, 1 this year, and he's shown a lot of good stuff too. They just haven't been able to win with him.
Sam Ekstrom's with us on Gorman in the Morning. Let's talk about Flores' defense. The first half, it seemed like Chicago was kind of having their way, and much like on the offensive side of the ball, we tightened the screws and it all started to make sense. Were you questioning any of the calls early on in the game from Flores?
I thought this at halftime. I thought, man, ESPN is really patting Caleb Williams and the Bears on the back a little too much. I felt like their offense, and it was only 10 points worth of offense, too. It was sustained by broken plays. It was sustained by Caleb Williams using his natural athleticism to extend plays out of the pocket, to scramble around. He scrambled for a touchdown. I didn't feel like the offensive scheme was really leading to a lot of Bears production. I felt like they were improvising well. I thought the Vikings were missing tackles, which is never a good thing, and not necessarily the defensive coordinator's fault. They really settled into a groove. And what I particularly liked about the defense, much like the offense, they found their rhythm late in the game, but they got really physical. If you saw the physicality really ratchet up, they were punishing the Bears defensively. So I wasn't too perturbed early about the defensive performance. I thought the Bears are going to do that to you as long as Caleb Williams is their QB once in a while. He can make some magic happen.
Sam Ekstrom's with us. What did we see in Week 1 from the Atlanta Falcons that might concern us moving forward? They took a loss to the Bucks, who are a pretty solid team, to be sure. But is there anything the Falcons are bringing to town Sunday night that has a little red flag or gives you caution?
Yeah, I mean, I think Penix would be number one with the bullet. Michael Penix's upside, his mobility, his arm strength. He's going to be a lot more accurate than Caleb Williams was on Monday night. Williams gives you a lot of gifts when he misses open receivers. Penix isn't going to do that. He's played, really good games as the starter for Atlanta, and they've lost 2 of them in overtime, and they lost on Sunday because they missed a field goal at the end. You also got to watch out for Bijan Robinson. I mean, Bijan Robinson, everyone knows that's their top offensive player. He had 100 yards receiving. And one of those, I think, was a 50-yard screen pass that he took to the house. But you got to defend him in the pass game because their receivers are banged up. Darnell Mooney's questionable. Drake London's going to be questionable. So they're down at receiver, but they've still got Bijan. And I think Penix I think he's really good. I think he's a really good quarterback and has a lot of promise. And you never know when he could really explode. And he used his legs more than he ever has in that game as well with 6 rushing attempts.
Sam, we've been talking about JJ, the original JJ Jefferson. With his first catch, he's going to have 500 catches for his career. And oddly enough, it's shocking coincidence he'll tie Larry Fitzgerald for the youngest guy to ever do that at 26 years and exactly 90 days.
Amazing.
Anytime you're in company with Larry Fitzgerald, that's a good thing. This one's just kind of funny to me. But when you think about JJ, what we've seen so far, I mean, is there a ceiling for this guy? How high can he possibly go?
And you're referring to Jefferson, correct?
Jefferson, yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a stat recently. Like, if you look at his per game average receiving yards, I think it's 90 point something. It's the highest in NFL history. Yeah. I mean, it's his consistency that's his secret sauce. He does this every year. He doesn't really, go up and down, doesn't ride that roller coaster too much. He shows up. He produces at a consistent level, even with defenses putting all their resources into stopping him. That's the mark of a Hall of Famer. Now, I've talked about this a lot. We've had this conversation about a lot of other receivers in the league about how they're the best receiver in football. They're a generational talent. Then they hit 30 years old and they fall off a cliff. Mm-hmm. You can look at Julio Jones. You can look at DeAndre Hopkins. Odell Beckham has followed that path. Like, they hit a certain age, they get hurt, and they become a liability. They become a problem because their contracts are so big. So with Jefferson, like, he's obviously going to be one of the best receivers in Vikings history, probably NFL history. Is he going to play this way until he's 35 or just 30 years old? Like, I think that's the big question mark, because the guys that can do this till they're 35, well, then you're Randy Moss, then you're Jerry Rice, then you are on the Mount Rushmore of NFL receivers of all time. So I think that's what will differentiate him from being like one of the elites to one of the all-time greats in the history of the game.
Sam Ekstrom's with us on Gorman in the Morning. Obviously, Darrisaw's not out there, but what did you think of the offensive line? It took them a while to find any sort of sync, is the way it looked to me.
Yeah. Running game was spotty for sure early. Protection was spotty. I think a lot of it you can pin on the backup left tackle. I really do. Justin School had a bad night. The analytics would bear out that the rest of the line really kept up their end of the bargain, especially the rookie Donovan Jackson at left guard. He didn't allow a pressure in the game. Mm-hmm. So I really kind of put it in a different perspective after the game, and I saw the stats. I think with Darrisaw in the mix, there's a lot to be encouraged about. He practiced in full on Wednesday. He was limited yesterday, so we're still not sure if he's going to go. But having that line healthy would be enormous. Also got to watch out for the center, Ryan Kelly. He has a toe injury right now, so he could be dicey for the game on Sunday.
Fair enough. Sam, last time we spoke, you talked about one concern, which was our defensive secondary. Thoughts on their performance on Monday night?
Yeah, I thought they were a little spotty. It was some of their coverages and got bailed out by some poor throws by Caleb Williams. I mean, he missed at least one touchdown, maybe two in that game if he just delivers the ball accurately. And I thought there was some missed tackling as well. So I think I'm kind of lukewarm. They lost Jeff Okudah to a concussion in that game, so they're going to be down Okudah. They used their safety, Jay Ward, a lot more than we expected, and he had that really hard hit in the fourth quarter that drew a flag. I think the jury is still out on what this rotation is going to look like. and how they look with Harrison Smith when he gets back. I'm not convinced that he's back on Sunday either. So they're down a couple guys, injury bug hitting them early. I think that there's still they need to answer a lot of questions in that secondary. Let's put it that way.
Hey, Sam, Paul Fletcher, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm going to throw maybe a curveball at you. Perhaps you're not prepared to handle this, but I also think you have the skills to adapt on the moment. New foods coming to U.S. Bank Stadium. 22 new foods. Will you be partaking? Is this a part of your routine when you're at U.S. Bank, or are you just focused on the football?
Yeah, it totally depends on who I'm at the game with. If I'm there with my children, as I was in the preseason this year, I'm going to the most basic food stand. I'm getting the basic fries, the basic hot dogs. I'm not indulging on any of the delicacies. Okay. If I'm there with my wife or friends or adults, I might seek out some of that stuff. I do enjoy a good concession stand. But here's the problem, Paul. Yeah. I want to see the game. I want to see every single play. So if I've got to stand in line or if I'm going to miss the game, I'm out. So if I got to get there at the exact right time, or maybe leave with a few seconds on the clock in the second quarter so I can beat the halftime rush.
Okay.
Sam Ekstrom's with us on Gorman in the morning. All right, let's look to Sunday night. Do you think they're going to unleash JJ? I got to stop saying that. There's two of them. McCarthy. Is McCarthy going to get a little more of an opportunity early to start slinging the ball around in a perfect world? What do you think the approach will be in the first quarter on Sunday night?
Yeah, I think you got to look at Monday. They were struggling to get the ball snapped. They were changing the play at the line of scrimmage. They were dealing with crowd noise. It was a struggle. He was slapping his hands trying to get the snap. They're not going to have those problems pre-snap when they're at home. I think the communication will be a lot smoother. The crowd won't be in their ear the whole time. So I think we're going to see a lot more comfortable McCarthy. Maybe they take the training wheels off him a little bit too. I thought they were play calling very conservatively early in that game and didn't give him a lot of chances on first and second down to make throws. They were kind of going run, pass there for a while and punting the football. I think it's going to look a lot better. I think he's gotten that bad half out of the way. I'm pretty optimistic. Unless there's an emotional letdown from a big win like that, I think it's going to look a lot cleaner.
Awesome. All right. Nice. Moment of truth. Give us your prediction.
I think it's high scoring. I think Atlanta's defense is super susceptible. They've got rookies all over the place. I think the Vikings defense is banged up. I think both teams could score. I'm going to go weird score, 29-27 Vikings.
Ooh, wow.
Close.
Man,
wow,
taking the over. All right, Sam, appreciate it as always. I'm glad. Thanks for calling in when you're on your way from A to B out there. We appreciate the effort, and we'll talk to you next week, brother.
Yeah, you bet, Steve. Thanks a lot.
See ya.
See you, buddy.
29-27. That means
number,
I'm going to have to stay up late if that's what's happening. I just want it over early.
I know. I was looking for a blowout so I could get to bed early.
That's exactly right. Hey, we've mentioned this a few times. I'm going to do it again. You can meet up with Lisa Miller at the Law Tigers Rider Appreciation Fuel Up event. That's this Sunday from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. At the Holiday Station on Hadley Avenue South in Cottage Grove. If you show up, Law Tigers is going to be filling up the first 25 motorcycles for free. So hit that bad boy. That's Holiday Station, Hadley Avenue South, Cottage Grove, 9:30 to 11:30 with our buddy Lisa Miller. That is a good way to kick off the morning. We have just enough time left for the last word. Hang tight.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Okay, here's today's last word. This is kind of wild. Okay. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story, as they like to say. You remember the movie Walking Tall?
Was that
Walking Tall. Big movie in the 70s.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I thought it was the Johnny Cash movie, but that's not. That's Walk Hard.
That's Walk Hard, yeah.
No, Walking Tall was the true story of a guy named Buford Pusser. He was the youngest sheriff ever elected in the state of Tennessee back in the mid-'60s. And he put down all these illegal whiskey stills, and he ran across what they called the Dixie Mafia, and people were trying to kill him, and nobody could kill him, and he was like this incredible warrior for truth and justice in the American way. Legendary figure. 1967, there was an ambush. He and his wife in the car, and a bunch of people shot them all up, killed his young wife.
Oh, no.
He was shot too, and then he just decided, I'm going to seek justice and revenge in her memory, and he did it for years. He just ran this part of the state. They made a movie about him called Walking Tall, a huge hit film in the early 70s.
It was remade in 2004, by the way, with The Rock.
That's right. Yeah. The original was just a massive hit. And right after he had died in a car crash, he died as they were developing the film of his life. True story.
Okay.
Turns out the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, that's the state's FBI, last week announced, hey, we've been looking into this case for years because when his wife was ambushed and killed, her family called BS. And it turns out if he were still alive, we'd charge him with her murder.
No.
What?
He did it. And he shot himself. Self-inflicted gun injury. And then he did it. And the whole thing that he launched his career on, no, he did it himself. So sometimes, hey, truth is stranger than fiction. Sometimes it is just the big dumb white redneck. Go figure. That's mind-boggling. So anyway, for everybody that remembers Walking Tall, this story didn't get much attention, but this is like hearing that Billy Jack was a bad guy or Batman was a bad guy. I mean, it was like a literal legend. They're like, oh, by the way, no, he did it.
We got to remove these movies from shelves now.
I don't think so. Go watch that Bad Boy. It's a great movie.
Okay.
He walks around with a big stick and smacks people upside the head with it. All right. Sure. Just something. I just thought it was fascinating because when I was a kid, man, Buford Pusser, that name rang out. Tomorrow, I should say Monday on the show, Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Come
Nobody
on.
wear your shirt on Monday.
That's right. We're gonna
Monday.
be topless in Seattle on Monday.
Wow.
Bert Kreischer will be with us, and we'll be giving away tickets to see Bert Kreischer. Fletcher, what's coming up next?
I got Field of Bands tickets once again. Go commercial free around 11:45. And you know what? I'm gonna go beyond me and be selfless for a second because you just mentioned Bert Kreischer. Looks like Jade has tickets this afternoon.
Oh, so very nice.
That's big. That's big. Yeah.
We'll keep things right where they are on Minnesota's 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.